be done very quickly.
There you go. Okay, that's it. Picture, please. So there's the catheter up there. There's the bubbles, and there's the duct coming down there, and actually we can see some other branches here. Not the white, but the black. Is that her? We wash out the ducts often, and we're trying to get the cells in the ducts,
right.
And now we're also looking for the cells around the ducts.
Okay.
So we can sell.
The doctor said, hey, you really need to.
Yeah.
And it also, he said, would help prevent it from getting to the other breast.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
There, are you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay, take a deep breath. There you go. That's it.
No big deal.
A little bit over here. There we go.
You're very gentle.
Well, we aim to please here. What I really want to do is explain to you not just the procedure that we're doing, but why we're doing it, what the research is about, and what we're trying to figure out. Because here at the Foundation, we really think of this as a partnership. We're doing this together. It's not us doing something to you. It's all of us trying to figure out breast cancer. Not everybody goes through each step. So this step here, probably about 30% go on. Here, another 30%. And then here, another 30%. Early 1950s, and all they were doing were radical mastectomies. There were in the nipple. Okay, everybody's out was to really look at, can we get in there? Can we get into the, not a hose, it's a watering can, that there are multiple holes, but nobody had actually mapped them, and nobody really knew how many ducts there were. We have students from UCLA, pre-med students, who work with us and help us with all of this, and so you'll see some of them, and they're really good. Most of these women are healthy women. A lot that have not had breast cancer. Some of them are at risk, some of them are not, but who are eager to participate to help get rid of breast cancer. We recruit them when I give talks, we recruit them through newspaper ads, we recruit them through stories in the newspaper, and then word of mouth. Well, there's a lot of research that's going on women with cancer, but we don't really know what to compare it to. And so if we don't know how the healthy, normal breast works, how can we figure out how it goes awry? Women have been walking for breast cancer, they buy yogurt for breast cancer, they do running for breast cancer, and this is yet another way to be part of the solution, to actually put your body on the line to try to find an end of breast cancer. Women are extremely motivated to try to get rid of breast cancer, as evidenced by what they're willing to let us do. There's all kinds of ways now that we can actually get to where breast cancer starts. And that gives us a whole new way of looking at this disease, from prevention through treatment. It's not our daughter's problem, it's not our niece's problem, it's not our granddaughter's problem. It's our problem, and we can be the generation that stops it. We just have to put our mind to it, we have to put our efforts there, we need the support, and we need to try really new, wild ideas, or we're never going to get there.
Love's Army is just that. We need lots of women involved in this kind of thing. People do the breast cancer walks and things like that. I haven't done that, but I I think it's a viable thing because it brings it to the forefront and makes more women aware that they need to find out whether or not they have breast cancer. It is a battle. It is a battle. Breast cancer is a horrible thing for most people to have, and women are frightened of it generally. And we need to battle it, and we need to make a difference.
Breast cancer is basically a women's disease, and I think that women, when they get committed and excited about something, they are wonderful. There is a real power to a group of women who are committed to working on something, and I really like the idea that she wants it to be a women's army. I really do. I kind of see this, my understanding is this is just the first step, and depending on the results of this, there's going to be some larger studies, but I think it's really exciting to be in on the ground floor and really trying to help from the beginning, and I'm totally committed. Whatever she needs, I will be here.
We really need to be able to look at women both with and without breast cancer, because we need to see what's happening in the breast before the development of a malignancy and after, and the changes that are related to that continuum over time.
I think the Love Avon Army of Women initiative is something highly needed and will be of tremendous help to me, particularly in my small world of research, but to all the researchers. Because, as I said, we have somehow been able to access women with the disease who present for treatment. We have been much less capable of getting these healthy controls that we badly need.
Well, one of the problems in studying breast cancer right now is that we can only study it after it's detected. There's great difficulty in trying to study the disease in its very earliest stages. And what we know is that if we can catch it early, we can really make a big difference. By the time the tumor is already formed, it's gathered so many genetic changes that it's really out of control. So what would help the most is to be able to have tissues from women prior to actually being diagnosed with the disease, so we can understand what's causing it to form in the first place, what's causing it to go forward. The collaboration between Avon and the researcher is not simply a transfer of funds, it's also a partnership. You work with women, you work with advocates and survivors. It puts a much different face on the research itself, the questions that are asked, and what can be done.
The Love Avon Army of Women is a fantastic idea, a fantastic project, because there's an unmet need there. And so it allows investigators such as myself to be able to access populations or individuals that would serve as control for whatever project I or others may be working on.